Huge news from Lyft this morning. The company announced a partnership with Waymo that's going to launch in 2026 in Nashville. So the autonomous vehicles that Waymo is making are now going to be on the Lyft network. Shares are up 14% in midday trading. This is the kind of announcement I've been expecting from Lyft for quite a while now. Not necessarily Waymo. That's big news because Waymo also has partnerships in other cities with Uber. So obviously Waymo is spreading where it's putting its supply in different cities. But I think this is going to be a blueprint for how the company is going to launch autonomy in other cities all around the world. In Atlanta, they have a partnership with May Mobility. And the piece that's not getting much attention, but really should be getting attention, is that FlexDrive is going to be doing the maintenance and operations. That means that the maintenance and operations is going to stay in-house. They have a partnership with Marubeni to finance these vehicles. Waymo is obviously going to be able to build these themselves and own them themselves. But in the future, are we going to be going to a world where there's going to be a dozen automakers who are providing fully autonomous vehicles, and then fleet owners are going to own those vehicles, and companies like FlexDrive are going to maintain them, and then Lyft provides the value by providing the marketplace and the demand for rides? I think that's exactly how things are playing out. This is why I own shares of Lyft. Those shares have about doubled since I started buying, and I've covered it a lot here on YouTube. So I'd love to see this move today because I think things are playing out as I had hoped. My name is Travis Hoyam. Thanks for watching Asymmetric Investing. Please subscribe here on YouTube for all my content. And thanks to this video sponsor, The Motley Fool. If you go to fool.com/ASYM, they'll give you their top 10 stocks to buy right now. Let's first start with the move in the stock. You can see shares are up about 14%. And this was the announcement that caused the big move. Lyft and Waymo are launching a partnership to expand autonomous mobility to Nashville. So new collaboration, integrated fleet management services are going to come through the FlexDrive subsidiary. I think it's interesting here that FlexDrive was actually the one that was highlighted in the image that Lyft itself put out. So Lyft is really highlighting FlexDrive in this announcement. And this is not just Lyft centric. This has been one of the questions about Waymo. What is Waymo's go-to-market strategy going to be in the future? Are they going to be pushing the Waymo app? Are they going to be okay with going with partnerships like they have with Uber, where the only way you can get a Waymo ride in some cities is on the Uber app? Well, this one is a little bit of both. For now, riders are going to have the opportunity to hail a autonomous vehicle on the Waymo app. And then there's also plans to dispatch the fleet through Lyft's network of matched rides in 2026. The interesting thing here for Lyft is that this is not Lyft providing a power position in the market. This is Lyft saying, you know what, Waymo, you could do basically anything you want in Nashville, but we want to be your partner. We want to provide value. So the way we're going to do it is we are going to manage the fleet. Lyft is going to be able to provide some incremental demand on top of what Waymo can get from the Waymo app, but this is not an exclusive partnership. Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/ASYM for the top 10 stocks to buy right now. Now, I think this really paves the way for future supply deals where Lyft is going to provide both the demand for rides and also that fleet management service. And I think that's really where we're going to go in the future. Not all companies are going to have the power that Waymo has in the market and the brand recognition that Waymo has. But if you think about a company like Volkswagen, they've got over 100 vehicles that are being tested in the US. Some are in Los Angeles, some are in Austin, Texas, but they are going to be launching a fully autonomous fleet likely next year with the ID Buzz. How does that operation work? Who owns the vehicles? What network are they going to be on? If you look at the technology under the hood with Volkswagen, that's Mobileye technology. Those vehicles are going to be Lyft ready, as they have said. So they can just put them on the Lyft network. You have demand for rides. You don't have to build your own app and your own demand for riders like the way that Waymo has done throughout the US, and you have this fleet management service. So I think this is a bigger deal for Lyft than a lot of investors really give it credit for. And the reason that I have liked shares of Lyft is you get this upside potential for autonomy. I think this could bring much more supply to the Lyft network. You also have value add with businesses like FlexDrive, but Lyft was also the cheapest stock in this sector. Uber trades for about 4 times the price to sales multiple. DoorDash trades for about 8 times the price to sales multiple. That's changed a little bit as Lyft shares have gone kind of crazy over the past couple of weeks. But this is why I was buying shares earlier this year. So it's good to see the momentum in Lyft's business. We'll see over the next few quarters and really the next year or two what the impact is on the income statement. That's where the rubber really hits the road for Lyft. But I think this is incredibly bullish because the strategy that Lyft has been laying out for the last year is really coming to fruition. But let me know what you think about the future of Lyft stock. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to Asymmetric Investing. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you here next time.